Hello, my name is Emily Gibbon. I'm the manager of Gloucester BID and I'm here to take on the SoGlos 10 question challenge. Gloucester BID is a business improvement district for Gloucester. It is an entity made up of all 570 businesses within that area that pay into a pot each year, and that money gets distributed back into the city, focusing on projects such as safety and security, cleanliness, vibrancy, promotion and support. Gloucester is currently home to some hugely exciting developments. What is Gloucester BID's role in shaping the future of the city? It is really exciting, Gloucester, at the moment. It's wonderful. Each week we have positive news coming out, and here we are at the BID. We're there to let the businesses know what's going on in the city, and with any developments that are coming up, how they can be part of it, engage with new people, and also with the businesses that are coming into the city centre, new ones, old ones relocating, new education places. We're there to support, educate them on the city, but also get them involved and how they can be part of it too. With so many different stakeholders involved in the BID, how do you represent everyone's interests? It's a very good question. We do have 570 businesses in our BID area, and it is always quite hard to represent all of them. The key for any BID, and I'm pretty sure any BID will tell you this, a board is crucial. And I've managed in the last 9-10 months to get a really good balanced board representing various parts of the city, be it shopping centre managers down to a little independent. But it also comes down to a two-way conversation. We're there for people to come and have a chat with us to see how we can support them, but also we'll go out and have an engaging conversation with new businesses, established ones, just to feel that they're part of it and get their money's worth. Question 3. There's an argument that bids are just another tax on businesses. How would you respond to this viewpoint? Well, the difference is the money that comes in from the businesses to the BID actually goes straight back out again into the BID area. What we spend the money on is voted in from the businesses, so they have a say where their money goes, and they also can follow where that money is spent as well, with all our accounts being open. And again, I'm there for a conversation for any of our BID members to ask me where their money's been spent. You have just celebrated a year in your role as manager of Gloucester BID. What's your proudest achievement so far? Now, this is really tricky because we're in our 5th year now as a BID, and I can't really take anything on myself my own proudest achievement. I have to say it's a collaboration, and out of all the projects that we're doing, the one I'd love to shout about are our CPOs, our City Protection Officers, who are funded by the BID but also by the City Council and the PCC. In the last 3 years, they've managed to visit on a call out to on their radio system over 25,000 businesses. They've supported over 10,000 people who are in crisis, as well as dealing with various subjects such as antisocial behaviour, shoplifting and responding to police, and the police also responding to them. And I have to say, though, that collection of the safety and security representation from the CPOs, it's award-winning, but it's a good collaboration of different parties in the city, making the city a lot safer, well managed, and it's managed to get us the Purple Flag accreditation for Gloucester. The Gloucester gift card launched 2 years ago. How successful has this initiative been? Well, I'm very biased on this one because I love this project, so I will put a lot of effort into it because the money goes straight back to those businesses wherever anyone spends that money. When I joined just over a year ago, we only had 18 businesses accept the gift card. We now have 63, and I tell you, some of the small businesses actually make their BID levy back through it. And it's a really good way of engaging with those businesses and make them feel part of the high street, and just seeing that there's a similar sticker in each window going, oh, I can spend my gift card there. What do you see as Gloucester's biggest asset? Now, I've ummed and ahed about this one because I think the go-to ones would be really obvious, but I'm going to think about something slightly different. And for Gloucester, I'm going to say its biggest asset is its size. The city centre is quite small for a city, but being so small, it's so accessible. You can walk from one end to the other within minutes, and it's very accessible for people in wheelchairs. And that's what I love about it place. One day I'd love to see the whole city centre pedestrianised and a car-free zone because it is so walkable. I mean, you can go from the Quays to Kingsholm within 15 minutes, unless you're stopping off at pubs as well along the way towards the rugby. But yeah, its size. Question 7. Does Gloucester have any particularly exciting events planned for 2022? Next year, we've got things to look forward to, such as our 5th folk trail. You know, between you and me, I've become a secret folkie because of the folk trail. It's fantastic and brings people out. But also, more importantly, 2022 sees the return of tall ships. We have got the first week of June, coinciding with the Queen's Jubilee, 4 days of tall ships and shanty fun in Gloucester. So come along to that. Question 8. For anyone visiting Gloucester for the first time, what 3 things should they have on their hit list? Now this is really hard because I don't want to say again like the normal. Hopefully people will have the cathedral and the docks on their list already, but from my point of view, I reckon that they should book in a city tour with the Civic Trust to see hidden bits of Gloucester. An hour and a half well spent, only a £5, worth its while. But also go and visit the museum. We have got some amazing finds, some that are fresh out of the ground from the Forum regeneration. You know, if you've got enough time and it's coinciding with the right time, definitely have an experience in the shed with Gloucester Rugby. You can't beat that. Honestly, I can't wait to go back again. What do you love most about doing business in Gloucestershire? So I've only been in Gloucestershire for 10 years, but Gloucestershire, I love the county. It's got a bit of everything in it. It's got the waterways, you've got the countryside and the forest. And I think Gloucester is fantastic with that. It's so connected to all of them. And I'm pretty sure most of the people who've responded to this sort of question will say the people. And it is the people that make the places so exciting. What do you enjoy doing when you're not working? Now, Tom will probably say, well, you're always working. But when I'm not working, obviously I've got my lovely family. I've got a crazy 3-year-old, a crazy 6-year-old Labrador and a crazy husband. But I'm also, I do quite a lot of volunteering. So I'm a trustee for Gloucester Civic Trust and Gloucester Historic Buildings. So I dedicate quite a lot of time towards those projects that they've got on. But I also volunteer at Lantern East Secunda Priory and do a lot of their grounds clearance once a month. And when I'm not doing that, I'm usually knitting, actually. I'm quite a fan of knitting and yeah, it's not just for old people. I have to say knitting is cool.